Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Assassin Bros. Last time, we sort of screwed around because I had nothing to do to wait for this video. This time, I have a special guest with me. Mind saying your name? Hello?
What's up, everybody?
A little delayed, but we'll go with it. Anyways, today I am joined by Firion. Is your YouTube name also 5775? Your YouTube name also 5775? Or is it just Firion?
Oh, trainers, good lord. Where are you anyway?
The Pokemon Tower.
Pokemon Company. Been a long time since I've been there.
Now, the funny thing about this is there's only 2 floors that you actually have to battle on. But I want items, so I'm gonna battle anyway.
Really?
Uh-huh. I can show you real quick. Hey, no required battles on this floor. Come down, go back up. No required battles on this floor.
I say, but they got some Pokeballs right there.
Yeah, like I said, that's the only reason I'm gonna be battling, is because I want the items. Otherwise, other than random encounters, there's barely any required fights throughout this whole thing until you get to the last floor. I find that hilarious. Great game design right there.
Sure. Firion.
His name's Red.
Red.
Uh-huh. Supposedly it means water lily in Japanese. A friend of mine picked it.
I'm guessing no trainers. Oh,
Yeah, come back down here to get this item.
this place is a big maze. I hated this place.
Well, unless you're as good at it as I am, and you have every path memorized.
Really?
Yeah. Silphco is where I get confused at. All those damn warp pads.
You know, based on the battles you kind of seem like you're over leveled.
I'm over leveled for the random encounters, yeah.
But trainer-wise now.
No. That and Ren gets a 1.5 boost on water attacks, and that's all I'm using, so.
Well, yeah, of course he's gonna kill him in one hit. Cheating. He's using the special abilities to his advantage.
Actually has water absorb for his ability.
What is it called? Torrent? No, Torrent is when they're low on HP.
Yeah. Torrents when they're low on HP. Aw, dang it, I didn't move away in time.
And a Pokemon battle. Well, she only got one Pokemon. Shouldn't be too hard.
Yeah, it's only level 23. You're supposed to do this before you go to Celadon City, but I didn't do that.
It don't seem like it's gonna be too hard of a fight, though.
Huh.
Only bad thing about Ghost is they hate Ghost and Dark.
Mm-hmm.
And most Pokemon have, like, Bite or Crunch, so...
Yeah, especially in the early days. I
Yeah.
think,
So, they
yeah.
were no problem.
Yeah, I think 120 out of the 150 Pokemon learned Bite and Crunch.
Good lord. That's basically all the Pokemon.
Exactly. I can tell you one that I know for a fact doesn't learn it. Magikarp.
I ain't gonna lie, when I first saw Magikarp, I said to myself, never using it.
Well, as long as you can get to level 20 and evolve it into Gyarados, it's a great Pokemon. It's just the fact of getting it there.
Yeah, but I just don't like Magikarp. Then I don't like Gyarados. Well, I don't like Gyarados either because everyone uses Gyarados and it's annoying trying to fight that thing.
Eh.
Because you need electric attacks for it.
Well, you don't necessarily need it, but it makes it a lot easier.
Well, you know what I mean. It makes it super effective. Other than that, it's kind of hard to kill him when you're on the same level as him.
Yeah, I'll agree to that.
I'm a good guy to be jumping. So I cheated and you sure Kobe killed me. I do not like Gyarados at all.
Gyarados isn't that bad Pokemon.
He's not, but I vote with. For him, when I'm not ready for him, one hit KO. That's when it's
Unless it's in the newer generations where they got that.
Then I only really used 2 Pokemon.
Yeah.
For the whole game.
That's all you really need.
Yeah.
As long as you can get a variety of moves with them, that's really all you need is 2 Pokemon.
Yeah, most of them, if you just have a variety of moves, you're fine, but...
Because there's what? 9 types? And you... Huh?
No, I didn't hear what you said.
I said there's what? 9 types, and with 2 Pokemon, you can cover 8 of them, so...
Yeah. So who did you pick as your starter?
My starter for this was, Charmeleon.
Really?
He got voted off the team by the other members of Assassin Bros, because we already had another flying and another fighting type that we picked for it. So we traded him out for Nidoking.
Good choice.
Good choice. I take it you don't like Charizard?
There's a lot of, good Pokemon out there. It's just hard to find the ones that work for you. Gotta figure out what Pokemon works best for you, right?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, it took me a long time to find out what team I like and everything.
Yeah, I like how a lot of the serious Pokemon trainers out there, always go for the best Pokemon. But I honestly don't see the point going for the best Pokemon. But when you go for your
I have no idea what you just said.
I find it funny how all the great Pokemon trainers out there today go for the best Pokemon, get perfect stats and all that. I find it that if you use your favorite Pokemon, you do a lot better.
Really?
Back before they closed down Nintendo Wi-Fi, I was ranked 1 in the world with my favorite Pokemon. So, beating the supposedly best team that they had at the time. It was awesome. Of course, I didn't get nothing but gloating rights from it, but gloating rights work.
Yeah, I'm not saying it went extremely low right now.
Huh. Yeah, the mic on my phone's not the best, so...
Well, what can you do, really?
That's gonna be great when I live stream with DK later.
Yeah, I know, it's always like, okay, it's not good at this time, but then when I do it later, it's gonna get better.
I hope so.
We can only hope, man. I'm actually, hoping it goes well for y'all.
If not, I just need him to speak, so...
You said, huh?
Huh?
You said, if not...
Yeah. If not, all I need is him to speak, so it's not like I really need my audio mixed in with his.
Ah. You found a nugget. I ain't gonna lie, when I used to start over on games, I would always transfer all my stuff over to the new file, and then...
That's a way to do it.
Be completely powerful. Well, not really powerful, but you know what I mean. Like, have master balls, like, have like 5 of them. Have like 500 rare candies, all the ones I found in my other gameplays. Just never use them.
That's the best way to do it right there.
Yeah, I'm thinking, it's not a good idea to afford it, considering sooner or later I'm going to want to use them one day, and I never do.
Yeah.
What's the point of me having it if I'm never using it?
That's what I do with my Heart Gold and Soul Silver. I play through one and trade all the good items over to the next one and play through it.
Really?
Uh-huh. Because I have both...
I'm glad I'm not the only one.
I have both Heart Gold and Soul Silver, so whenever I start a new one, I just trade over all the good items. I've played Fire Red, Leaf Green, Blue, Red, Yellow, Special Pikachu Edition, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, the original Gold and Silver, uh, Emerald, and Diamond. I
It
tried.
must have been annoying trying to get all those legendaries.
Oh yeah, it was. Um, I also tried getting into Gen 5, but there's just way too much new stuff. I didn't like it.
I remember I think the only one I've done a couple multiple times. I did Emerald multiple times. I did Platinum multiple times. And that was the only two I did multiple times. You know, it was very annoying trying to get the Reggies on Emerald.
Yeah, the Reggies are some of
Trying
the
to get
hardest
that
ones to
was.
get.
I hate to think about it.
Yeah, the Reggies are some of the hardest to get.
No, but the only reason I didn't like the Reggies was because back then when it came out, not everybody had their own personal computer, so most of us had to figure out, okay, what the heck do you do to get them?
Yeah.
And then we could never figure it. Me and my brother could never figure it out. We were like, what the do you do?
Well, that's the only bad thing about them closing Nintendo Wi-Fi, because in the newer generations, when they were new, the Pokemon Diamond, Platinum, and Pearl, you had to have certain Wi-Fi events to find the Reggies. So now the only way to get them is to catch them on Emerald, transfer them up. The only way you can do that is if you have a DS Lite, because that only holds Game Boy games. So yeah, they're not easy to get these days.
Hello?
I'm here.
Oh, sorry. I must say, I guess the mic on your phone went out again.
This is going to be a real eventful episode.
Yeah. Most definitely.
Oh well. They heard what I said. You want to hear it? You just watch the video after I upload it.
Well, I can still try to commentate. It's not that bad. It's just that sometimes it'll go in and out, and then I can't hear you, so.
Yeah. This is going to be real fun when I stream with DK later.
Good lord, that thing is on level 30.
Yeah, like I said, I'm over leveled for the random encounters, but for the bosses, I'm about where I'm supposed to be.
Because this dude's like, I'm ready.
I can still 2-hit it, so it's okay. He'll hit me with Boomerang.
Hopefully, okay, never mind. Vaporeon, fine. Well, Randy is fine.
Gotta go with the nicknames, man.
And Marowak is dead.
I like Marowak. Marowak's a good steady Pokemon to use.
He is. If I was playing this one, my team would probably be Charizard, Vaporeon, Jolteon,
How would you get a second Eevee?
Gengar, Pidgeots, Arcanine, and I think I still have room for one more.
How would you get a second Eevee? Because you can't get Pokemon eggs in this game.
He's on.
So how would you get a second Eevee? Because you don't get Pokemon eggs in this game.
Oh, you gotta be joking. Okay then. Fine. No Vaporeon. Still Jolteon. I'll replace Vaporeon with Lapras and Dragonite.
Dragonite? Honestly, I prefer Dragonair. I just like the looks of Dragonair better.
Dragonair is cool, but I like Dragonite too. Dragonite is, he's kind of cool to me.
Yeah, he's a real good Pokemon. It's just I like the looks of Dragonair better. So through a lot of my playthroughs, I never evolved Dragonair.
Let me say, Dragonair looks a lot better.
Yeah.
Definitely. Dragonair looks a lot better.
Yeah. Actually, I think Dragonair is my second favorite Pokemon. Definitely my favorite Dragon type.
I know the one thing I didn't, I think it was the 8th gym leader, I think it's the 8th gym leader that's the Dragon Fanatic. I forgot her name.
In this version, the 8th gym leader is Giovanni. Johto, it's in Johto region. Yeah, it's the Dragon Trader Claire.
It was the Johto region?
Yeah, the Johto region, the 8th gym batter is Claire. Lance's cousin, or sister, or something.
Sister, something like that.
Yeah.
Point is, I just know I liked her.
Why, because she had 3 dragon hairs on her team?
You saw?
Why, because she has 3 dragon hairs on her team?
No.
That's the only reason I like her.
Nah, I don't care about that. She was just super pretty.
Oh, you like her for her looks. I start calling you DK Jr.
Huh?
I start calling you DK Jr. only liking girls in games because they're cute.
That ain't true. But I ain't gonna let you listen.
Hey, you get to stay around to help me catch my next Pokemon today, too. So they said you might be able to stay around to help me catch my final team member, too. Be able to get him after this.
So how far are you planning to get to that?
Through here, getting my next team member, and then maybe the fighting dojo.
Yeah, I'm gonna say there's a lot of battles to go with this.
Yeah.
Let's see. Cause you start Pidgeotto. Well, Fate.
Yeah. I really should have looked at the gender before I gave it the name. I have a male Faith.
Well, really, if Faith is here, where's Hope?
Probably still flirting with Vanille.
She's still flirting with Vanille?
It's probably my favorite scene in 13. Just because.
Well, there's only one problem with that little situation.
And what's that?
There's 2 problems with that situation.
And what are those?
Fang, DK. More so Fang.
Yeah, more so Fang.
He might not want to do that in front of Fang. He might lose an arm or 2.
I still say that's my favorite scene in 13's, where he just sits there and starts talking like that, and then Vanille starts blushing. I didn't know you liked me like that. That was funny.
Really?
It's one of the scenes as you're traveling around the world once you get to Grand
I've never
Pulse.
seen that one.
Yeah. It's one of the scenes as you're traveling around the main plains in Grand Pulse. You just happen to stumble upon it somewhere.
Dang, I wish I had saw that one.
You gotta go back to do the Seath missions, so.
I have to go back to where?
I don't remember if it's in the main area from where you first go to those plains in Grand Pulse, or if it's one of the branching off areas.
Crap. I'm hoping I didn't miss it.
You'll stumble upon it as you're doing the Seath missions, so.
I have,
Feather Dance.
I've never seen that scene, so I'm really hoping I ain't miss it. If I can get that scene, I'll take it.
I'll keep what I got. I don't need Feather Dance.
I was I'm gonna say, doesn't Feather Dance just raise your speed?
Feather Dance, in this version, yes. Raises your speed. In later versions, it heals your Pokemon.
Dang.
I said no. God dang it. Stop learning Feather Dance. Yes. Faith did not learn Feather Dance. Thank you.
Yeah, I remember when I used to be like, okay, I don't want to learn it, and then I accidentally hit the B button. And I said, do you want to learn it? No, I don't want to learn it.
Yeah. Perks of playing one-handed. I gotta look, see where I'm tapping.
I get you not. When I was using one Pokemon, more than likely, at the point you're in, I'll probably be on like level 48.
I've had a Pokemon to level 50 by this point.
God, good Lord, man.
I like soloing Pokemon games for the challenge.
How long were you grinding for that?
I didn't really grind. I just never ran away from random encounters, and I fought every single trainer.
No wonder. But I only used to do that on, I think it was Kanto region. No, not Kanto. Poet. Because that was the one
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the only one after that. After that, I tried to find a team. It was like, this ain't working no more. It was actually kind of hard to get that to work, along with just when it's really hard when you're fighting like a water gym leader or something, and that's the only Pokemon you have. So if they use it and they kill that Pokemon, you're kind of screwed.
That's why I usually start with the grass type Pokemon when I'm doing that sort of challenge, because there's usually a rock or ground gym and a water gym. So I think there's only 2 generations that actually have a fire gym. So
Yeah, but so I think for the most part, all generations start with rock and ground.
Johto starts with flying.
Except for the first, the first one, yeah, they start off because Brock.
Yeah.
I think
Johto region starts off with Falkner, then goes on to Bugsy, so they don't have one.
Oh yeah, okay, so they didn't.
I don't remember who started off in the Hoenn one. And then 4th generation, you had Rorik.
So far, I started at Hoenn, and then I just went to Blaze Black. After that, I stopped playing Pokemon for a while.
I don't remember if I talked to him before I left there or not.
Gotten better. Well, it wasn't that it got better, but
yeah, they just got way too carried away with the new generations.
I was like, just kind of fell out of it.
Yeah, they just got way too carried away with the new generations.
Yeah.
I mean, fairy type, for Christ's sakes.
But I did find a hack for Pokemon Black, and I do like it.
The best Gen 5 hack that I found would probably be Dark Rising. It's where you can pick one of the dragon Pokemon to start off with.
Which dragon would you pick?
You can choose between Bagon, Dratini, and Gibble. I usually choose Gibble.
I'm about to say, didn't hear what you said right there.
Well, if it starts off, you choose between Dratini, Bagon, and Gibble. I usually do Gibble just because for the first few fights, it's really easy.
Yeah, Gibble is, that's because Garchomp can become a beast.
Yeah. And you're really going to need a beast in that game because you can run into level 90 Pokemon before the 3rd town.
Really?
Yeah. You sit there and go into a certain cave behind where a legendary is sitting, and you go in there and you find Giovanni. He has 3 level 90 Pokemon. And that's before the 3rd town.
Level 90, oh my god.
Needless to say, I got my ass kicked.
But the one thing I can definitely say I like about this Blaze Black hack is that some regular trainers will have legendary.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, that's kind of cool because usually we don't get to fight. Usually when we fight legendary, we try to capture them as quickly as possible. And then when we don't, we reset.
Yeah. So. I am going to do a cut to the next area, so I will see you guys back here when I'm done with that. And we're back here in, I can't remember the name of this town, even though I just walked into it. Anyways, we're going to head over here and head to our next Pokemon. And Firion is staying silent.
Yep, well, I'm just just gotta get the, just trying to figure out what to say. When you first start off, it's not, you gotta find what works. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I couldn't think of anything to say yet.
Well, I gave you something to say. You're good.
Yeah, I've noticed.
One thing I can do is make people talk when they don't know how to.
Yeah, I'm about to say definitely, because I was thinking I don't know what to say right now. I'm gonna wait for it to keep going, then I'm gonna see how this works.
Hey, anyway,
Snorlax?
Yes, this is a Snorlax, and if you couldn't guess, this is going to be our next Pokemon. The final member of our team. Until I gotta get another HM slave.
He's gonna wear the poppins when you need him. All you gotta do is feed him and he'll be fine.
Now, the good thing about Snorlax... Well, there's a good and bad thing about trying to catch Snorlax. There's 2 of them. So if you kill one, you still got another chance. You kill both, he's gone until you beat the Elite Four.
a lot of HP, but yeah.
He's got a lot of HP and he's really tanky.
See, he's more of a Pokemon that you're just under level and you want him to take hits for you.
Well, he actually becomes a really good special attacker in this version, so.
Really?
Because if you catch the one on this side instead of the one over by Celadon, this one has higher special attack while the other one has higher attack, so. Go, monkey!
I'm so glad you named it Monkey.
I didn't pick the name, Quentin did.
Who picked the name?
Well, this was originally designed to be a group channel, but since we have no way of actually recording footage except from off of mobile devices, I've been doing most of the work, but, Misty, what's-her-face, picked, Growlith's name. Quentin picked Mankey's. Parker picked Snorlax's, which we'll get into in a little bit. Shy George picked Ren's. I picked Nidoking's. And Jacob picked Pidgeotto's. Oh shoot, I didn't want to do that! You got me talking, I used the wrong one. Oh well, on to the other one.
I'm about to say, whoops, sorry, man.
He got me talking, I wasn't paying attention.
Didn't mean to do that, I'm sorry, man.
It's alright. Oh well. I got another one I can try. I'll meet you guys there when we get there.
Launch any of my controllers ever again.
Well, don't launch your controllers, that's not a good thing.
It's not.
Anyway, guys, here's the second Snorlax, just outside Celadon City. I'm going to do this the right way this time.
I'll try to stay quiet so you can actually catch it this time.
Yeah, no distractions.
I'll do my best.
You'll do your best, huh? Well, the good thing about doing this on an emulator, I can go like this and use a save state. So, now if I fail this time, I can just try again.
I love save states.
Yeah, save states save your life.
Yes, they do.
That's why I like the iOS versions of Final Fantasy 4 and 5 so much.
Well, I use emulators for a couple games, and save states do help.
Yeah. Alright, let's see. We're going to use a Brick Break. Super effective. Use Snore, but it failed. We're going to use Seismic Toss. Snark used Yawn, and it failed. I was hoping they'd use Rest, but oh well. Let's see.
And now it's time for a Pokeball. Or a Great Ball.
Or a Great Ball. Master Ball, go!
If anyone ever used the Master Ball on a Snorlax, I would say, really?
Actually, when I was...
Out of everything you could have used, you're going to use a Master Ball?
When I was playing this as a kid, and I was living with my brothers and sisters, I let my brother play it, and he used my Master Ball on a Ditto.
On a what?
Ditto. He was only 4 at the time and didn't know how good the Master Ball was, so I couldn't be that mad at him, but still.
I would have to start over.
Nah, I didn't start over. The only real... The only really hard Pokemon in this game to catch is Mewtwo, and the thing with him is that you can't get him until you complete the Pokédex. So, well, at least in this version, you're playing the original versions, you can. I don't want to go in the bag.
Well, usually, for the most part, I don't use Master Balls. Even when they say, okay, use a Master Ball for this fight, I still don't use it.
I don't use it unless it's the last Pokeball I have against the last Legendary.
Now, usually what I do is, like, even if it's the last one, and I run out of all Pokeballs completely, okay, time to reset, try this again, and use an Ultra Ball. It clearly wasn't my day to capture you. RNG was not with me.
Pretty much how it goes.
Super low life.
If I don't catch him here, this is gonna be a pain in the ass. I was hoping for him to use rest and sleep, but I forgot he had a Chesto Berry.
Well, luckily, the good thing about Master Balls is, even though you only get one, they catch every single Pokemon in one try.
Actually, it has a 0.5% chance of failing.
It is a what?
It has a 0.05% chance of failing.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm. I've never seen it happen, but according to the statistics that Nintendo set out, it actually does have a chance of failing.
If someone could ever get a Master Ball failing, I would love to see that.
And you're gonna use Snore.
That would be too funny, just seeing a Master Ball fail.
Yeah, I've never seen it, but according to Nintendo, it does fail.
According to Nintendo, it is possible.
Yeah. They rigged it up. Yeah, they rigged it up to where it's supposed to be the best Pokeball, but like every Pokeball, it's supposed to have a chance to fail. I've never seen it, but apparently it can happen.
Small chance.
Yeah. Alright.
Come on, Snorlax, stay in the Pokeball. 1, 2.
Oh, he's sleeping with like 1 health, so I'm pretty sure I got him.
Yeah, I know, but I hate when I was like, okay, come on, you know I can. No, the one thing I hate is when I'm fighting a legendary. I'm throwing Pokeballs for days, and then at the end, it uses struggle and kills itself.
Yeah, that's the funniest thing about when trying to fight legendaries.
I'm thinking, out of everything you could have done, you did. What's the point of having struggle? I could just give it some super move or something.
Sometimes I think that'd be easier.
I know, I'm thinking just give it something that takes a lot of life. I'll deal with that later. Struggle, I'm upset that it killed itself.
Yeah. And with that, we have caught every member of our team. At long, long last. And trust me, at school I never heard the end of not having the Pokemon they chose.
Really?
Uh-huh. But now I have them all, so we're good.
So we've gotten a whole team.
Yeah, finally.
I'm guessing Snorlax is going to learn Surf or Waterfall.
I'm probably going to give... I don't think Waterfall was in Gen 1.
Say again?
I don't think Waterfall was in Gen 1.
Let's see, this is the first. This is Fire Red, so...
Technically it was Gen...
I don't think so.
Yeah, technically it was
This
Gen
might
3, but I don't think there's any Waterfalls in the Kanto region in this.
Which ones didn't have Waterfall? I don't think the first one did. It was either the first or second. I don't remember which one.
I know the first time I seen it was in the original
I
Gold.
fourth had Waterfall.
Yeah. I think the first one I ever seen it in was the original Gold. For the Johto region.
Well, I know for me the first one I ever saw it in was Hoenn, because that's where I started.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of the Hoenn region. Yeah, it's got a couple of my favorite Pokemon, but other than that, me and it don't get along.
Really?
Yeah, me, Hoenn, and me and Sinnoh don't get along that well, but I still play them.
I love both of those.
Yeah. The only reason I like them is because they got some of my favorite Pokemon, such as Gardevoir and Lucario, and... Yeah.
Well, for me in Sinnoh, my favorite Pokemon is probably Glaceon.
Yeah, Glaceon is my favorite evolution of Eevee.
Although if I was a Pokemon trainer, I definitely would have a Glaceon just because it seems like it's like a type of wolf type Pokemon thing.
Glaceon's more of a cat.
More like a dog type Pokemon. But I'd rather just have a bunch of EVs. Personally. And then for battle, I have a bunch of different
Get me distracted, make me not remember what I was doing. You know what would really suck if I accidentally put my finger up there and hit reset from before that fight?
I just noticed you have the old rod. Time to go fishing.
Catch a Magikarp.
Yep.
Alright. Yeah, see, in this one, Flash is a TM instead of Waterfall.
Yeah, I remember Flash being a gem.
Yeah.
Didn't really like Flash. Didn't use Flash that much.
Alright, let's see. What do we got here? I find it funny. There's been Dark-type moves since Gen 1, but there's no dark type Pokemon.
The one thing I can say that I like that they did about the future ones was that TMs don't run out.
Yeah.
So you were like, okay, I just need to get rid of this move for a second. After that battle is over, they can relearn it. So I definitely like that. That was nice. Did you give him Shockwave?
Yep. I always do. I'm gonna keep Yawn. Rest. I'm gonna get rid of Headbutt.
I thought you would get rid of Yawn.
No, I use Yawn on the legendaries. If I don't have a Pokemon that knows Hypnosis.
Using Yawn and then probably make them easier to catch.
Yeah.
I usually just paralyze them. I try to paralyze them, and then after that.
If they're poisoned, it increases the catch rate by Instead, if they're poisoned, it increases the catch rate by 1.5. If it's paralyzed, it increases it by 2, and if it's sleeping, it increases it by 3. So, yeah. So I usually go for the sleep.
I know some people can poison the Pokemon to catch them. I don't do that because I risk killing them.
Yeah. Well, anyway, guys, that was this episode. Well, we started this at, 12:30, and it's now 1:17, so almost a 45-minute video. I have a bit of editing ahead of me, but that was fun.
It's actually a pretty good, it was a pretty good day for you, though.
Yeah. Kind of wish that save states would save if I hit auto load. Otherwise, I'd save it right here and hit auto load just for pranks. But unfortunately, if I hit auto load, it gets rid of the save state I saved after it. So, anyways, guys, later today, actually, I will be live streaming this with Dark Kefka. So tune into that. I know Firion might, maybe. You're gonna be there.
I'll try to make it if I can. I still have I still have work I need to do.
Yeah. Work's always fun.
No, I hate work.
Well, just think of Ash from the Pokemon series. I mean, he's worked since he was 10 for, 20 years now?
Well, that's because Ash is still a kid somehow.
Yeah. 20 years and he's still a 10-year-old.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Kid should be 30, and who knows what he did to Misty and Brock. I said Brock, oh wow.
You mean Misty and Dawn?
Yep. Misty, Dawn, and May.
You know, I was gonna sit there and originally use a picture of Misty and Ash at the front of these since this was Gen 1, but when I looked up pictures for it, you don't want to know what I found.
I probably don't.
Yeah. I can't believe people make pictures of Ash and Misty like that and Ash and Dawn when they're 10 years old. I don't think people take that into consideration.
You'd be surprised. People make videos, pictures of everything nowadays.
Yeah, but they are 10 years old, guys. Seriously.
I know, they're just some... Not gonna go there.
Anyway, guys, this is a lengthy outro. I'll catch you later. See you. If you liked what you saw, please follow us on Twitter or Facebook. Or you can follow my personal stuff on Twitter and Facebook. Thanks for stopping by.